more that I would, 'cause I'm just loving this moment. Can't always stay here forever, 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 forever. I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking.
Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Haley and welcome to Home with Haley. If you guys didn't see yesterday's video or the previous video before this, I'm not sure exactly what day this video will go up, but if you guys didn't see that, make sure you go check that video out, because I made a big announcement in that video saying that my channel was changing names. I changed it from the Cooper Fam over to Home with Haley to make it more of my channel. A lot of the same content. Go watch that video and I'll explain a little bit more. But Millie is 9 months old, actually more like 9.5 months, close to 9.5 months. She'll be 10 months this month in January, and so I really wanted to get this update filmed on Millie and her milestones. She's getting so big, and I think I'm gonna put her on the floor and let her play. Let me get her some toys. I actually let Ethan take her for a few minutes while I got some of this video filmed, and I'll bring her back in a little bit later because she's so cute today. So you have to see cute baby footage. But yes, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. I have a mom and 3 little girls. Delaney is almost 6. She's 5, but almost 6. Ren is 2, and Millie is 9 months. And you'll see all kind of content over here. Mommy vlogs, day in the lives, what I eat in a day videos, cleaning, home stuff, just different things. So I'm so excited for this change. So make sure you're subscribed, turn that notification bell on, and that will notify you every time I upload a video. So go ahead and do that. I usually don't promote that very often, but because I always forget it. But turn the bell on and it will alert you every time I upload a video, so that way you'll know, go watch my video that I just uploaded. But I can't believe Millie is 9 months old, and this has been a big month for her in development. Like, she is really meeting so many fun milestones, and it's just been a really big month for her, and I'm excited to tell you guys some of the things that she's doing this month, really over the past couple months. So to start off with, Millie she started crawling this month, which is such a big milestone. I feel like she's been working on it for a little bit and getting up on those knees and couldn't quite figure out how to actually go, and she is crawling everywhere now. Like, she's not afraid to go anywhere anymore, and so she's getting around the whole house. She'll come, I'll call her name and she'll come to me, and it's so fun. She's into everything, so definitely have to make sure the house is baby proofed and everything's put up to where she can't get into it, and she's almost pulling up. She is working on that, and I think within the next month she'll definitely have that mastered. And so we're actually lowering the crib today to make sure when she does pull up, make sure it don't happen overnight when she wakes up or during nap time. We are gonna lower her crib today because she is getting on those knees, but she's not really making it past her knees, and so she's almost to that point as well. It's just been such a fun month because I feel like those 2 milestones, well, really she's met one of them, but those 2 milestones are so big and so fun, and I just love it. It never gets old, no matter how many kids you have. I feel like it never gets old, the fun milestones that they meet. Millie has really been more into playing more independently now, and I was gonna say not so attached to me, but she's still very attached to me, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But she will definitely sit in the floor and play with her sisters for the longest time. She's got this rocking horse thing she got for Christmas that she loves and will sit on for the longest time. It's the cutest thing ever to watch her on that thing, and she is just so much more into playing now, and just crawls around the playroom and looks for new toys and will play with different things. So it's really fun that I'm actually able to get some stuff done, and her and Delaney and Ren can just play in the playroom with toys, and she got a lot of new things for Christmas that are age appropriate, and so she's really having fun with that. Now, attachment, I'll go ahead and get into that since it's on my mind right now. but she is very attached to me. So at nighttime when Millie wakes up during the night, she wakes up, it really just depends each night. She's not been sleeping very well. I think it's a lot to do with teething, but it really just depends. She can wake up several times a night, but and then I don't mind it as long as she eats and goes right to sleep, but it's the nights that she just wants to wake up at 3 a.m. and think it's time to wake up for the day. That's really hard, but she is very attached to me, and when Ethan tries to handle her in the night, to come in and rock her, she does not have it, especially lately. She has not been having it. And so I'm the one, which normally I like to do that anyways. I try to let Ethan sleep. He has to get up really early next morning to go to work, so I try to usually nursing her back to sleep has worked really well. She'll nurse for a few minutes and she'll fall right back to sleep, and I can lay her back in her crib. And so she's been very attached to me, and Ethan will try to come in here and rock her and console her and sing to her and pat her, and she does not have it. But once I come in and I put her in my arms, she immediately, like, it's crazy how soothed she is by me. So it makes me feel really good. Like, I love the help and him being able to, you know, come get up in the middle of the night sometimes, but it does make me feel good though. So as far as sleeping, also naps, she is taking about 2 naps a day. And the first nap is a morning nap. Usually between like 9 and 10, she'll lay down for her morning nap, and she can take between an hour and a half to 2 hours typically for her morning nap. And then she will wake up and eat and play for a couple hours, and then she'll usually take an afternoon nap at about 1:30, 2 o'clock. And so that's nice. She does take a couple good naps during the day, and then by like between 7 and 8, she is ready for bed, and that's when we lay her down. We try to keep it closer to like 8 o'clock, but between 7 and 8, she is ready for bed. All right, so let's go into eating and breastfeeding. Millie is still breastfed, and she eats several times a day, honestly just on demand. I don't put a schedule on it. Whenever she is hungry, I will let her nurse. She nurses several times a day, honestly. She'll nurse before naps, before bed, in between, and I am totally fine with that. As I'm getting into the breastfeeding, I have to tell you guys about a product that any breastfeeding mama, expecting mama who's going to be breastfeeding, you need this product, and that is the Haakaa. And I want to thank Haakaa for sponsoring this portion of the video. Guys, I wish I had this for my firstborn whenever I was breastfeeding her. This would have been so awesome for getting more milk and being able to get more milk during the day, and it would have been so great if I knew anything about this with my firstborn. But I'm thankful I do have it now for Millie, and if we have future children, I know about this and I know to definitely use this. But if you guys don't know what a Haakaa is, it is basically when your baby is eating on one side, put the Haakaa on the other side, and it is going to catch any milk from your letdown on that side. When you are feeding your baby, you also have milk that comes out the other side as well, and so you don't want to waste that milk, and you could be getting that extra milk. Also, if you guys, I know some people struggle with supply. I'm thankful I've never struggled with supply, but I know a lot of people do. And the good thing about this is they say when you are struggling with your supply, you need stimulation. And so I know ladies who struggle with supply pump extra, so that way it is telling their bodies to produce more. Well, this would be great for that, because as baby's eating, it's also stimulating the other side as well to help produce more. So this is great for that as well. So I'm going to demonstrate how this works, and I'll tell you guys a little bit more about it. All right, so you've got your Haakaa, and I've got my balloon for demonstration. So to use a Haakaa, you got to make sure you use it right, and it is very comfortable when you put it on and it's used right. So you've got your balloon, you've got your Haakaa, you're going to put it on here just like that. I squeeze it, and that gets a really good suction, and then flip it like that. If you've got an active baby, this is going to stay on. Like I said, it's very comfortable as long as you're using it correctly, and this is going to stay on. So baby's eating on one side, you've got the Haakaa on the other side, and you are producing more milk, and you are able to store that milk for later, keep it in the refrigerator and keep adding more to it. That way you can freeze more milk and you are able to get a bigger freezer stash, or you can save this milk during the day and give baby a bottle at nighttime is what I like to do. And so this thing is awesome. And another good thing about it is it's got a suction on the bottom, so whenever you are putting this in the refrigerator, if you just want to put it in there like that, that way it will not spill. It suctions to the refrigerator on the shelf in there. So this is great. Any new mama, any breastfeeding mama, any expecting mama, you need one of these. They are very affordable. And like I said, I wish that I had one of these with my firstborn as well when I was nursing her. So love this thing. So I will leave all the links below. It's very affordable. So if you guys are interested in trying it, I will leave the links below. It is great if you are a breastfeeding mama. Continuing on into eating, Millie is eating solid foods. Actually, she's worked her way up to 3 times a day now for the longest time. Well, we started out at 1 time a day and then 2 times a day for the longest time. And then now she will eat breakfast, she'll eat lunch, and she'll eat dinner. She don't always eat a lot for all 3 of those. But now she's worked her way up to eating 3 times a day, and she's not near as interested in baby food anymore, in purees. She loves real food. She loves table food. So we do a lot of baby-led weaning, and she does great with that. She will honestly eat anything we put in front of her. We'll eat breakfast for supper a lot of times. She loves eggs, hash browns, shredded hash browns, pancakes, anything really we have for supper, as long as it's not spicy or something that I knew that she wouldn't be able to chew up, we will give it to her as well, and she does great with it. So she's not a big puree eater, but I do like to keep pouches on hand for on the go, or if we have something for supper where she can't eat much of it, I'll have a pouch for her as well. So I do like to keep those on hand, but she does great with baby-led weaning and just table food, and there's nothing that I've really given her that she just does not like. Millie has 2 teeth, and you can see a top tooth about to pop through. I am waiting on that thing to pop through, and I think the one beside of it is gonna be right after that though. But you can definitely tell she's more irritable lately, and I definitely think that has affected her sleep, is her teeth. And so teething, I think it's just giving her a run for her money, and I think it is hurting her. And at nighttime, I think that is why we're having trouble with sleep right now. So I'm hoping once that tooth pops through, I'm hoping that she'll do better with her sleeping and less irritable. But she is getting ready literally anytime. I'm checking a couple of times a day to see if that tooth has popped through yet, and you can see it. It is almost there. She also had her first beach trip this week. We went 2 days after Christmas. You guys probably saw those vlogs. We went 2 days after Christmas and stayed 3 nights at the beach, which it is different than when we go during the summertime because it is the winter time. We can't get in the water and go swimming. I didn't even let her get her feet in the water. I think when we walked down to the ocean, she had like something like footies on, like a footy pajama set or something like that, so she didn't actually get in it. But we had a great time at the beach. So she did have her first beach trip. Not her first trip. I mean, we've been on, where all have we been since she's been born? We went to Florida. Her very first trip was Florida. We didn't go to the beach though in Florida, so this was technically her first beach trip. We went to the mountains. Am I missing anywhere? I guess we haven't been a lot of places, but it was a lot of fun though. All right, Daddy brought Millie to me. She's getting fussy, so I'm gonna let her sit here and eat. You guys can probably see the top of her head. But I'm trying to think of anything that I'm missing and any new things that she's doing. She's just honestly she's a really happy baby, and she's just got a really good personality. I think I mentioned this in our last video, but when she sees a stranger, it's really, or not necessarily a stranger, I say stranger, but someone that's not super familiar to her, meaning grandparents or mommy and daddy or sisters. When she sees someone who's not super familiar, like she kind of gets shy and she'll look down and she don't want to look at them. It's really cute, it's really funny, but I think I might have mentioned that in a video or one of my updates, but she's got a really good personality. And hey, I'm talking to you. Another thing with her, she's still in size 3 diapers. She's in about 9-month clothing, In fact, something I had on her earlier was a 9-month outfit, and it was actually kind of tight. And so I think anything I buy from here on out, depending on the brand, it will probably be 12-month things, 9 to 12 month or 12-month things. So you can tell like she's definitely growing. Also, I'm about to forget this part. We went to the doctor a couple weeks ago for a sick visit, and she was 17 pounds and 10 ounces, roughly 17-10. So she's definitely gaining weight, and you can definitely tell she's getting lots of milk, and she's doing really good with solid food as well. All right, girlfriend's done eating. Say hello. Can you say hi to our friends? Hi. Just smile. Say hey to our friends. She loves to wave, which she's been doing that for a long time, but it's so funny because a lot of times she'll be sitting in her high chair, she'll look around and find us, and she'll go and just wave like that. It's so cute. All right, do you want down? Oh, there went your bow. Other than that, I really think that is it for this video. I just wanted to update on some of the things she's been doing and just chat with you guys all about Millie. I'm thankful that we've had these past 9 months with her. They've been so fun. It's been so fun. Having 3 kids, it's a lot of work. I think going from 2 to 3 kids is definitely the biggest transition, and it's definitely a transition to where I don't go out with the kids by myself much anymore. Between 0 to 1 child, it was a transition in its own, honestly, because it's going from having no kids to having a child and someone that depends on you for everything. But going from 1 child to 2 was honestly a breeze in my opinion, and then going from 2 to 3 kids was definitely an adjustment. And so it has been so fun though, and I wouldn't change it for anything. It's been so much fun, and having 3 kids is just a lot of fun. 3 little girls is just a lot of fun, and we are so thankful for the last 9 months that we've had with her, and we are looking forward to this next month and see what all she will meet in this next month, and just how her personality just continues to show. And we are so thankful that the Lord blessed us with her. And I was going to let her in this vlog with me, but she is wanting to eat, and she looks like she's getting sleepy. She's already had a couple naps today, but she might be ready for nap number 3. Normally that don't happen. Normally it's just 2 naps, but every once in a while it's 3. So while she's done eating for just a second, she does not like these lights. I have lights in front of me, so I'm not going to make her turn around and look at them. Oh, are you wanting to go to sleep? Hey, are you wanting to go to sleep? Anyways, we're going to end this here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video all about little Millie. Say subscribe if you're new. Yeah? Say hi. Subscribe if you're new to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.